Welcome back to the SWAPA Probie to Pro video series. Today, we are going to discuss vacation pay and how to get the most out of each week. The scheduling handbook should be your primary reference for this, as it has a lot of great explanations and examples, including a lot more detail than we can give you here. Let's start by talking about the value of each week of vacation. A week of vacation pays the greater of 26.25 TFP, or the value of any flying that is within the vacation that is pulled. As new hires that potentially have a few extra days at the end of your vacation, those days are valued at 3.75 TFP per day. You will be paid the greater of the value of your vacation or the value of the flying that was pulled. This is known as VA pay. If a pairing overlaps the beginning or the end of your vacation, scheduling will first split the pairing when it passes through domicile. If it doesn't pass through domicile, the company will split it somewhere else and deadhead you back to base. You are paid for the flying pulled between the split point and the vacation. This is VO, or vacation overlap, and pays above and beyond the VA pay that we just talked about. Company-created deadheads before or after vacation are not paid leg credit, but do pay duty hour ratio of 0.74 TFP for each hour of duty. Note that the company has to have you back in domicile by 19:30 local, the day before your vacation if you were on AM reserve, or reported before 11 a.m., or by 23:59 domicile time if you were on PM reserve or reported after 1100. Additionally, the company can use a maximum of 2 deadheads to return you to base. If there is no natural split point or the deadhead requirements are not met, the company will pull the entire pairing with pay. Vacation overlap elections are in CWA under Bid Input, Preferences, and Elections. You have 4 options. You can choose to fly all, or drop the pairing before or after the vacation. This also applies to reserve blocks. Any wraps that are part of a continuous block of reserve that goes into your vacation period will also be dropped with these selections. However, there is no VO pay for wraps outside of the vacation period. They are simply dropped with no pay if you choose drop all. Basically, maximize pay for the month by flying all. Maximize time off by dropping all. Most of us want to maximize our pay while getting the most time off. So here are a few tips for doing that. The basic strategy is to select drop all and then bid lines that maximize VO and VA. The third-party bidding apps are great for this. Shifting your vacation, as we discussed in another video, can help as well. As a junior pilot, much of your flying is probably Friday through Sunday, with 4-day pairings extending into Monday. Consider shifting your vacation to start on Saturday and bidding lines that have 4 days that start on Friday. This will net at least VO on the first day of that pairing, and then VA for the 3 days that are inside the vacation footprint. You should have another pairing that begins the following Friday, but if you look for a line with a pairing that starts Thursday, to get as many days possible inside the vacation week. You may also be due vacation overlap pay for the split that happens at the end of that second pairing, as it overlaps the end of the vacation period. This is what it will look like on your board. The vacation overlap pays 6.5 on the 16th. The vacation week pays 26.25, and another overlap on the 24th pays an additional 3.6. That is shown on the payroll report as well. So this 7-day vacation totaled 36.35. A slightly more advanced strategy is to bid or shift for vacation that overlaps month to month. The basic reason for this is that bidding over 2 bid periods allows you to change the day of the week on which your trips begin. Think of it this way. Vacation runs Sunday to Saturday. If you bid a month of Sunday trips, only one trip will be contained with the vacation week. However, if your vacation overlaps across 2 bid periods, you could have a pairing that starts on Sunday, the first day of your vacation, and another trip that begins on Thursday of that same week, giving you up to 6 days of flying pulled with pay. This does require a little seniority, but may be achievable with blank lines or even reserve. One very important note here is you have to be legal for the pairings to be pulled with pay. Otherwise, scheduling will modify or pull pairings to resolve illegalities. You have to comply with the 30 hours of rest within 168 hours, or 7 days, as well as the flight duty period limit of 60 hours within 168. This can get complicated, so please reference the scheduling handbook, which has some great examples and explanations. Get it right, and you could have a vacation block that pays upwards of 40 or even 50 trips for pay. It takes a little work, some math, and a thorough understanding of the system, but it is well worth the time. Finally, you can fly over vacation if you want to maximize pay. You can pick up flying via trip trade giveaway or open time, but you can't bid open time at straight pay over vacation. You keep your original vacation pay plus whatever else you fly. You can elit into your vacation, but only if you already have duty periods overlapping your green bar. So once you have picked up something out of giveaway that overlaps your vacation week, you can elit that. Okay, that's all for today's video. We hope we've demystified the world of vacation pay and vacation overlap and given you some tools to maximize your vacation pay. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.